Now this is a family favourite. We tend to have this with curry, but it's great in jacket potatoes, it's great with salad. It's an all-rounder really, and it's a very simple thing, and lots of people are amazed how simple it is when I tell them after they've eaten it. So here we go. Malt vinegar. I've got various things here that I'm going to show you can add. Sugar. Now we've run out of granulated sugar, so I'm just using caster sugar. What I tend to do, I'll put this, so I've got, dried mint. Now I've got mint in here. I would say about a good tablespoon. So what you do is you add your sugar to your mint. Now what this does, it just sweetens it. And then I'm going to use, I would say, I'll measure it out, a tablespoon, maybe 2, of malt vinegar. Now you can use lemon juice for this as well. And all the vinegar does, it just stops this being prickly. Now the best thing to use is fresh mint, and I've got it growing in the garden, but it's all just coming up because we're in April, so it's new shoots. So, sorry about the dog barking there. Bob and Penny are on patrol. Bob.
Okay. I'll leave him then.
Yeah. So there we go. So you've got vinegar, sugar, and your mint in there, and it's as simple as this. You just tip it into a bowl that you're serving from, or a pot, or if you add garlic to this later, I'll put it in an airtight pot because your fridge will stink. I've got here standard Greek yogurt. Well, actually, this is a bio one we picked up from Iceland on our last lockdown trip out. But there are other makes. The little one's good, the Greek yogurt. It's good that this is a bio because it's got some good stuff in it. 2, 3. Now you can just up your mint and stuff depending on how much you want. Now I would say as a family we probably get through that at dinner time because we love it. So you just stir in. Very simple this. I mean, it's just, most of you probably do this already. Now it's best left for a bit so all the mint flavouring goes into the yogurt, and yeah, and softens, so it's not got that dried feeling when you eat it. So that is pretty much it. Now if you want to add a little bit more sugar, and you just taste, see what you think. The other thing I always put in, this is my little salt whale, so I'm going to put in a little bit of salt. That's just sea salt, a little bit of pepper. You'll work out what you like in it. So that is seasoned now. So that's the basic sort of thing. Now you can, if you want, if you're doing curry and you want it to be a bit like a righty, you can add a little bit of turmeric. We're not keen on turmeric, I have to say, but that gives it a bit of colour. So I'm going to put a little bit, a tiny bit in, just to show you. Only need a little bit. A bit of a wangy cucumber. It's been washed. So what you're supposed to do with this is dry it on a kitchen roll first, so you don't get all the water added to it. So some cucumber bits. So that probably should have been a bit smaller. And I'm just using a tiny little shallot so I don't break into a big onion. Probably if people are watching this later, they think, why are they being so thrifty? Because we're on lockdown, so we...
Why are we eating shallots?
Yeah, I don't know, you've just got to use what you got. So you just put that in, and you can see the turmeric's given it a recognisable sort of righty colour. So obviously it's chunkier, you can make your cucumber smaller. Now, did I put garlic? I didn't put... Bit of garlic in there. Garlic, obviously fresh garlic's fine. And that is gorgeous. And that you could have that with tuna in a jacket potato. Just gives the jacket potato a bit of moisture. Nice with salad, lovely with curry. So that's Greek yogurt. Your basic store covered ingredients. Bit of onion if you want it, bit of garlic. And let's have a taste. Really, really nice. You might want a bit more sugar in. We're trying to keep our sugar down. Cling film that, or put it in an airtight container. I'm not sure how long it'll keep, to be honest. It's never around much that long in our house. But if you look on the yogurt, This is the 1st of May. So you've just added the onion and that to it. So I'll say, I mean, you have to be careful. Maybe a week. Yeah, Davin's going, no, people get food. It won't be around that long. So make up what you need. Just do it in very small quantities for a meal. If there's a family, I would say that would do you with curry. Great with poppadoms. And it's easy. And if you've got yogurt in, obviously, somebody said to me, can I use strawberry yogurt? No, you can't. It has to be a plain yogurt, but it can be fat-free yogurt. It works really well. It's just thinner. But we just tend to have this in for breakfast and stuff like that. And it's got biocultures in it, so that's all good. Anyway, that's my minty yogurt.